Attorney General Marty Jackley and the South Dakota DCI saying tonight the individual that barricaded himself inside of a Brandon home yesterday is dead.
The investigation now turns over to state investigators who are working to piece together what happened after the house caught fire. Cooper Seymour is joining us with our top story tonight at 6. Cooper, good evening.
Brian and Andrea, the Minnehaha County Sheriff's Office says federal and local law enforcement were attempting to serve an arrest warrant when that person barricaded himself in a home on the 100 block of West Conifer Street, eventually leading to a prolonged standoff. Wednesday's prolonged law enforcement presence in Brandon started after the U.S. Marshals Service and Brandon Police Department were attempting to serve an arrest warrant on charges of felony drug offenses, possession of a firearm with an altered serial number, and 3 other charges. The subject then started firing shots at officers. Local SWAT teams were activated, and after rounds of chemical agents were used to try and lure that individual out, the house caught fire. That person did not leave the home.
At this point in time, he's presumed deceased in the home. I want to emphasize the presumed because the conditions of the home and the situation has prevented us from actually entering the residence at this point.
The South Dakota DCI later confirmed that individual died at the residence. Minnehaha County Sheriff Chief Deputy Jeff Gromer says the severity of the charges listed on the warrant led to the standoff, saying that sometimes law enforcement has no choice but to try and make an arrest.
I mean, in some of these incidents, the crime and the behavior that's occurred is of a low enough level that it allows us the ability to just back away and let's get them at another time. In other instances, last night, for example, that's just not an option.
Gromer says residents around the house were evacuated and says law enforcement is thankful to those residents who opened up their homes to shelter them from the cold temperatures outside.
I am very, very thankful to those people that allowed us access to their home. As you all are aware, the weather last night was exceedingly cold, and those residents were very gracious in allowing officers into their home.
Gromer says as of this morning, no law enforcement had been able to enter the house due to structural damage caused by that fire. However, by this afternoon, we did see investigators enter the structure. Gromer said the South Dakota DCI is taking over the investigation. Brian and Andrea.
Cooper Seymour for us at 6 o'clock. Cooper, thank you.